Hello, good day to you all, and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Chokube Madichie. In today's video, we want to learn how to estimate a system generalized method of moment using Eviews. Now, an important question here is why system GMM? Okay, the use of system GMM is basically underscored due to the problem of weak instruments, usually provoked by persistent regressors. Now, we mentioned weak instruments here and persistent regressors. Now, if you revert back to our previous video on panel GMM, we talked about choosing the appropriate instrument, and in doing that, we made reference to using internal instrument as the best instrument to use. Now, using internal instrument means using the lagged values of the regressors as instruments. But most of the times, when the regressors are highly relevant and tend to be persistent, it weakens the instrument, and because of that, the use of different GMM becomes problematic. Therefore, system GMM comes in. Okay, now how do we decide between the first difference GMM and system GMM? Recall that first difference GMM is used to remove the unobserved country specific effect from the panel. Okay, but then there is a very big problem of weak instrument, just like I've explained before now, and different GMM cannot or did not or does not address this problem, and because of that, Blundell and Bond now opted for system GMM. How do we decide between first difference GMM and system GMM, which one is more appropriate? In doing that, the simple method to be used is to estimate three models: one based on Pullman group regression, the other one based on fixed effect model, and the third one based on first difference GMM. Now, in all these models, one thing is common: the coefficient of the lag dependent variable is of essence. Now, if we estimate the Pullman group regression, the coefficient of the lag dependent variable is seen as the upper bound. Now, in the fixed effect model, it is seen as the lower bound. Now, the check coefficient here is the coefficient of the lag dependent variable in the first difference GMM. Now, if this coefficient is closer or less than the one of fixed effect, we say that first difference GMM has downward bias. Therefore, system GMM is preferred. Okay, that's a simple procedure, and what I have just said now will be dramatized in this video. Now, we have our work file ready, and here we have three variables, 1, 2, and 3 variables. So we want to start the process of how to determine between system GMM and first difference GMM, which one to use. Okay, as I've stated earlier, the process starts with estimating three regression. One is based on Pullman group regression, the second one is fixed effect, while the third one is first difference GMM. Now, let us begin. We highlight our variables starting from the dependent one. We open them as equation. Here we say that our major concern is on the coefficient of the lag dependent variable. So here we do not do anything on the panel option. on the specification we are using ordinary least square. So as it is now, Eviews is going to run this analysis based on what is called pool OLS, or pool mean group regression. Now if we click OK, we have our result out. Here you can now see that the coefficient of the lag dependent variable is 0.25, okay, approximately 0.73, okay, and this means that we are going to save this equation and run the fixed effect model. So we save this with equation 1. So having done that, we open again as equation. We add the lag dependent variable, but this time around we are estimating with fixed effect. Okay, so we set it on fixed effect, you can see that now, and we estimate. So the result is out. You can see that the parameter coefficient is 0.55. so this is the lower bound, the first one is the upper bound. So having done this, we can still save this so that we can always make reference to that. Now it's time for us to estimate the first difference GMM. So in estimating the first difference GMM, we changed the method here to GMM. Having done that, we move into instrument. We say that we are using internal instruments, and based on the variables we have here, we have this internal instrument has to do with instrumenting with lag of the regressors. Okay, we also have the other one. So these are the instruments for the two variables. So for us to do the system first different GMM, we are going to follow the dynamic panel wizard. Okay, the method of dynamic panel wizard. So we have set the basic instrument, and we move into the setup. We say the lag is lag 1. We continue. We say that the estimate is based on first difference transformation, and here is going to generate another instrument, additional instrument, that will take care of the what is it called, the lag of the dependent variable that is coming in as an independent variable. Here we finish up the setup. So you can see that lag of the dependent variable has been added automatically, and under instrument another variable has been added, the lag of second lag of dependent variable, which is believed to instrument for the first lag of the dependent variable, which is one of the independent variables in the analysis. So if we click OK, we can see that this result is actually showing us that is there anything we are missing. We have our instrument, nothing else should be set here. Okay, we can now click OK. So the result here is 0.64. so this 0.64 is telling us that we can actually that this first difference GMM is actually the preferred model. Okay, now if this parameter is less than what is obtained from the fixed effect model, we can say that the first different GMM has downward bias. So you can see that it's greater than, actually is greater than this. This is greater than this. So this is telling us that for this particular panel setting, that first different GMM has no problem. Okay, so we can actually safely work with first different GMM, but then that does not actually invalidate or cancel the main issue of today. So the main issue of today is to estimate or learn how to use Eviews to manipulate or do some manipulations on Eviews to be able to estimate the panel system GMM. Okay, now we close all this and begin the process of setting up the system GMM using Eviews. Now the first thing to do here is to create a system object. We click on object here, we go to new object, we go to system. So you can see system here. You can name the system GMM system. Okay, can name it GMM system. So here we have the environment where we can actually I've already copied this so that we save time. Okay, so what are we doing here? We are estimating a system of two equations like I've explained earlier, where the first equation estimates the level of the dependent level of variables with their lag, or the lag of their first difference as instruments. So here, how to do this here in the system is to first of all state the variables and in their level. You know how if you can read equation based on specification in this area. So we specify this way, okay, to this point. So this is where our variable stop. This is coefficient, this is first lag, this is the first variable, this is second variable. Okay, and now for you to put the instrument, you put the sign of at, then you now continue difference of the second lag of the dependent variable to instrument for this one. So this to take care of this, and this to take care of this. Okay, now in the second equation we estimate the difference of variables with their level as instruments. So you can see where we stop for the difference of variables, and of course we continue the coefficients from where we stop. We have this as 5, we have this as 6, this is 7, and this is 8. So you can see that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So these are instruments for the second equation. So you put at and add the instrument. That's how to specify it, okay, in this system. Now we go to estimate. You go to estimate, you are going to see this setting. So here you click on this drop down, you are going to see GMM cross section, GMM time series. So GMM we have here is actually time series. And remember what I said, that there's no formal procedure for estimating GMM system GMM in Eviews. So we are relying on this method where Eview will have to pull the cross sections, just like pull mean regression, group regression. So everything is pulled here to produce the system estimation. Okay, so here we choose this option and click OK. So if we click OK here, you are going to see the results. This is our system estimation. Okay, this is our system estimation, C1 C2. So if you come to this equation, you are going to see C1 C2 C3 C4. Okay, and the instrument. So here is the instruments. Okay, this is the second equation, and these are the instruments. Okay, so you can also represent this specification. This is the representation of this estimate. Okay, the method is GMM, and that is based on system. So this is the first one, which is the representation of the estimate. Okay, so you can see that we have been able to implement this method, okay, using system GMM method for this panel data analysis. Thank you very much for your time. Don't forget to subscribe and refer the channel to your colleagues. Feel free to ask questions, connect with us, turn on the notification bell so that anytime we post a new video, you get to get notified about the new video on time. Thank you very much for your time, and